Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. How are you all doing? Are you having a great, fantastic day? Because I truly do hope that you're having a great, fantastic, beautiful day. And obviously, we're back. We're back to break down. Good God. I'll make a separate video on why they couldn't release one anytime sooner. But, oh my God, let's get right into it. Good God. The HG40. Let's roll the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with the origin of the HG40. So the HG40 first appeared in Call of Duty World at War under the name of the MP40. And this is actually its real name in the real world. And in World at War, it was seen as the best weapon, seen as overpowered practically. Everybody used it, everybody. And it was reintroduced in later Call of Duty games such as Black Ops 3 under the name of HG40. So if you're wondering why we switched from MP40 to HG40 in COD Mobile, you can kind of talk to Black Ops 3 for that. Anyways, let's get into the actual build, the class setup for this weapon. I'm going to be explaining everything as well as the nerf that it received and what I think about it now in Season 11. Is it usable? What is it? Where does it stand on the hierarchy? Anyways, this is the build I have for it. I'm going to be explaining everything. The build, when you look at it, looks very goofy. It doesn't. You may be saying, why are you putting a marksman rifle, marksman barrel on the HG40, on the SMG? What are you doing? And I will explain. I really will, using my charts as usual. If you know me, you know I love my charts, and I will be explaining everything in this class build over here as well. Essentially, what I just want to do was build its damage per damage and damage range, but make sure we still have that SMG touch to it. You know what I mean? Bring it similarly close to what it used to be. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually continue on with this weapon. So I want to get into the damage and the damage range of the MP40 over here. So for the HG40, sorry about that. So on your screen right now, you have the base weapon. So the base weapon means we have no attachments whatsoever. And as you can see, the damage, depending on, you know, which body part you're shooting at, is either going to take you 4 to 7 shots. Okay, so 5 to 10 meters, no, 5 to 20 meters takes you 4 to 5. Obviously, depending on where you shoot, it's going to matter how many shots you're going to be using. And then that will continue to build up when the distance gets increased. I just want to say though, however, I genuinely don't think beyond 20 meters you should be using this weapon, because again, it's an SMG. It's not really built for that, but it's usable. It's usable. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is over. Did you guys see that? She has the that one urban tracker skin that we have all been waiting for, that's only in Japan. That is so weird. Anyways, I got off topic. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Anyways, let's now get into the class build over here. So for the class, relatively speaking, everything is the same. The only thing that's different is that our headshot is increased at 30 to 40, meaning to the point at which we can say 4 to 7 shots rather than 6 to 7 as we had in the class build over there. But the reason I put the marksman rifle on this is because if you take notice, on our base we deal 23 shots at the body at 10 meters, but for our class we're actually dealing with 25. So what this means is that it's going to increase the amount of 4-shot kills that we're going to be using, that we're going to be needing to use. 4 shots needing to use at those moments when we're using this class. So I really do recommend that you take advantage of this class build if you're somebody who's able to shoot at the upper body and above, because it really does matter. Everything else is not really that important. Headshots, yes, the headshot multiplier is increased at every single range in comparison to the base, but let's think realistically here. We are not going to be hitting all of our shots on the head simultaneously 100%. That's not going to happen. But the main thing I did want to focus on is the upper body as well as the lower body, because these are the sections of the body that we're most likely going to be able to hit relatively simply, easily. Good God, a little bit more realistically speaking here. Anyways, that's that. Let's get into some of the other facts in regards to this weapon, and then after this I will be giving my own personal opinion on the HG40, and I do have an opinion on this weapon. So let's actually get into the ADS time, the reload speed, and then the RPM over here. So the ADS speed for the base is going to be 0.2666 seconds, which is, you know, pretty good, pretty nice. And then for the class, it's going to be 2 frames sooner. 2 frames faster, not sooner. Sorry about that. Sorry about the poor English there. It's going to be 0.2333 seconds. So you will be ADSing a little bit faster with this class build, even though you do have that marksman rifle stacked on here. Then when it comes down to the actual reload time, for the base it's going to be 1.66, and for the class it's going to be 1.66 seconds. It's going to be both exactly the same. I didn't really focus on that personally. I didn't really see a need to focus on that, but I will be giving my own little opinion, I guess you could say, and when it comes down to the reload speed. For the RPM, also the reload speed, it's decent, nothing too crazy. I didn't find anything crazy about that. When it comes down to the RPM though, let's continue on. Good God, ladies and gentlemen. RPM, it shoots at 400 bullets per minute, so it's not too bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty usable. It's not the fastest SMG, obviously, but it's not slow either. Hey, it's an SMG. I'm not too surprised about that. But when it comes down to the actual hipfire and recoil with this weapon without any attachments is pretty easy to use, honestly. But when you actually stack on the attachments that you have, it's just going to be a laser. You don't have to even worry about controlling it in any manner. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I do like that. But that's really that. Hipfire, it's an SMG. Hipfire wise, it's always going to be pretty good in that characteristic, I guess you could say. But it's always nice to remember that if you're going to be doing a hipfire moment, please be next to them. Please be fairly close to them. You know what I mean? The max distance, I guess, is 5 meters that you can be pushing that hipfire radius. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I do want to say here. So with the facts put aside, with all these sort of statements that I've made in regards to this weapon, what is my final take on the HG40? Okay, so here's the thing about this weapon. It's not what it used to be. It's definitely not what it used to be, because what the nerf did, for those who don't know, is that it lowered the damage that you would deal on the lower body and below. Lower body, hands, feet, legs, it's been lowered. They used to be higher. They used to have the same damage as they had when you hit the person at the upper body, at the headshot level. So that's why the weapon was seen as so easy to use, because you could practically aim anywhere and get the same damage that you would get at the upper body. And as we all know, not everybody is able to get that upper body shots. You know what I mean? Not everybody's able to get it just because of whatever factors that they may be dealing with. Personal skill they may lack. And that's really one reason why I was seen as such a good weapon. But now that that's been nerfed, as well as some other factors and characteristics that I actually don't know, but I can tell you from what we have right now, I will give you an opinion on this weapon, which I am actually right now. Sorry. Here's the thing. The weapon is still usable. Some people are saying that it's no longer usable. Some people are saying, oh no, no longer the meta. I can't use it. No, I need to throw it out. No, don't throw it out. It's still a very good weapon that you can use. It's usable and you'll do pretty well with it. But there is an exception to this. If you use this weapon, if you use this class as well, please aim for the upper body and above. Please, this weapon is for you people out there, because I've noticed if I'm shooting at the lower body and below, it takes forever to get the kill. It really does. But when I shoot at the upper body and above, that's when I do pretty good. That's when I do some solid work. And honestly, that's the thing I have to say about this weapon. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it depends who you are when you use it. If you're able to get your shots on people consistently at the upper body radius and above, you're chilling, you're fine, you're doing well. You will notice it's not as good as it used to be, but you're not really going to be complaining too much. But if you're somebody who doesn't really have good consistency when it comes down to where they land their shots, stay away from this one. I just personally think there are going to be better weapons out there for you. Now, me personally, I don't really use this weapon just because I never was an HG40 user. If you guys have seen my previous videos just talking about random stuff, I never used the HG40. But I will say this, even though it's not what it used to be, it's still a very good SMG. In my opinion, it's a top 5 SMG. It's a top 5 SMG, but not top 3. I probably put it at number 4, to be honest with you, 4 or 5. It used to be number 1, it dropped down to number 4 or 5, but hey, it's still a good SMG. A lot of people are treating it as if it's garbage. It's not, it's really not. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's video, or later on, no, tomorrow's video, I'm going to be going over why I haven't really been uploading breakdown videos, and hopefully you guys will understand in regards to that. I will give a hint. The problem is something that everybody has been dealing with in COD Mobile. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, please make sure to subscribe, and please make sure to let me know what you think of this class build. Obviously, it's not perfect. By the way, if you're very good at controlling the recoil at this weapon, switch out the granulated and put on a fast reload. That's something I recommend. Just, you know, even a 1/10 of a second stripped off or reload speed is always going to help you out, you know what I mean? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, please make sure to subscribe, and please, good God, ladies and gentlemen, have a great, fantastic, positive day.